Hi, I'm ChellyWood, and this is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a pretty maxi length sundress to fit 10-inch dolls like Skipper, DC Superhero Girls, and similar sized dolls. Before we begin, please go to my website, ChellyWood.com, to download and print this free PDF sewing pattern. Use your pattern to cut out all the pieces shown. You'll need 2 straps measuring 1.5 centimeters by 8 centimeters each. The pattern is included. You'll need 1 skirt cut on the fold, measuring 39.5 centimeters by approximately 19 centimeters. Just follow the pattern. And you'll need 2 bodice pieces, one that's a lining and the other is your outer fabric. Use your pattern to mark the darts on both the lining bodice and the outer fabric one. I use a Dritz fabric pencil, and I've left a link to those below. Now, if you don't own a light box to help you with this project, a window can be used to help you make those darts. Pin the fabric to the pattern, hold it up to the window with the fabric toward you, and draw your darts directly on the fabric. Fold and stitch the darts using a backstitch. So you just fold it so that the 2 halves of the dart are equal, and then you follow that line to stitch. Do that for both darts on both the lining and the outer fabric bodice. Next, clip excess fabric from the darts, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm using Fisker Stitcher's mini scissors for this, and if you need a pair, I've put a link in the description area below. Fold and stitch the straps using a whip stitch. Now, some of you are not as familiar with those steps, so let me show you. I fold in, and then I fold in toward the wrong side. Okay, and then I fold this whole business in half like a hot dog. First, fold one of the long sides inward, then fold the other long side in. Next, you fold the whole strap in half. Whip stitch to close the gap. If you need help with the whip stitch, I do have a tutorial video for that. Just look in the description area below this video on YouTube. I also have a YouTube Shorts video, and if you find this one, it shows you how to make straps for a fashion doll's dress. It takes you through everything, cutting a rectangle of fabric, doing the folds, and it has little video snips so that you have a better idea of exactly what you're doing. Now, we'll work with the bodices at this point. Lay the bodice lining on top of the outer bodice, keeping right sides together. So that means the finished side of darts are touching each other, and here I am showing you what I mean by that. Okay. Now, it's optional, and it can be sort of tricky to do, but during this early stage, it's possible to sandwich your straps in between the bodices by sewing across the top, joining the 2 bodices. Now, if you don't want to sandwich your straps in between them, place the bodice on the doll wrong side out and pin the straps in place, and then you would sew them. Either way, you clip the seams at the top, turn the bodice right side out, and I use a chopstick to help me invert tiny pieces like this bodice. So what you can do is once you've got this finished, okay, with your little chopstick, then you put it on the doll inside out so that you're looking at the like white fabric, the lining fabric. You pin the straps to that lining fabric and sew them on. So at this point we should press our seams. Next we'll work with the skirt piece for a while. Hem one of the longest edges of the skirt's rectangle by folding once and then a second time. So here's my skirt edge. I fold once and then I fold a second time. And then you can whip stitch along the edge of the fold, or you can also use your sewing machine to create that hem. Along the side opposite of that finished hem, you're going to gather the fabric, leaving 1.5 centimeters ungathered along both sides of the skirt. When you get to the other side of the skirt, as you gather it, leave that 1.5 centimeters ungathered at that edge as well. Do not tie off your gathers until you've pinned the bodice to the gathers with right sides together. Only pin it to the outer bodice, not the lining. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So here is my gather thread. I have not tied a knot with it yet because I want to make sure that the bodice fits the skirt. And here you can see my straight pins. Notice that I've only pinned to the purple bodice, that's my outer fabric. I have not pinned to the white bodice, which is my lining fabric. I can open it up and see those pins from this side. And there are those straight pins, making sure that the skirt fits the bodice. 1/2 centimeter or 5 millimeters of that ungathered side needs to be unpinned and unsewn right there. Now once you're sure the skirt fits the bodice, then you tie off your gathers. So you might readjust those pins and readjust the gathers, attach the bodice to the skirt, removing the straight pins as you go. I used a backstitch for this, and if you'd like to know how to do a backstitch, just look in the description area below this video on YouTube. Backstitch is really a nice stitch to keep it sturdy so those gathers don't pull out when children are playing with the doll clothes. And you'll notice as I sew along, I'm removing my straight pins. By this point, we've already tied a knot in our gathers. We've adjusted it to make sure that the bodice matches the skirt in length. Lift up the bodice lining. Fold one of the ungathered sides in once, and then a second time the bodice will fold in right along with it. You want the bodice's lining and the outer fabric to fold in. Pin them in place with straight pins. So here I am demonstrating that. So I'm just putting straight pins in. I only fold the bodice one time, even though the back closure gets 2 folds. Based from the bottom of the lining along the edge of the outer fabric down to about 5 centimeters of the back closure area. Do the same on the opposite side of the dress. Now your dress will look like this. Here's a closer look. Fold the bodice lining down, and do you see the raw edge of its fabric? Tuck that raw edge under, sandwiching it in between the lining's right side and those gathers. Okay, so here's my lining, and this is what it looks like from the opposite side. Okay, I'm going to pull down the lining, and then I'm going to fold it up under there so that when I sew it, it hides the raw edge of the gathers and it hides the raw edge of the lining. And I'm going to sew here and then along here. I'll be using a whip stitch for that. You might have to fold a little bit more as you go. So whip stitch to close the bodice at the side, and when you get to the bottom of the bodice, continue whip stitching to hold the folded lining edge in place like you see here. When you get to the other side of your bodice, stitch up this side as well. Hem the back closure on both sides if as needed, and then you can remove your baste stitches. Now your dress should look like this. Here it is from the wrong side, and if you turn it over, you're looking at the right side. And at this point, you're going to take hold of one side of the dress and fold it in half with right sides facing. Alright, that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to bring that back closure together and then bring together the hems. Okay, and you're going to sew from where my left hand is to where my right hand was. Pin from the bottom of the back closure to the very bottom hem. Stitch this area using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, removing straight pins as you sew. Turn it right side out. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to flip it around. There we go. And now we just see the outer fabric. We don't see that lining anymore. Add a swatch of Velcro, or you could use a couple of snaps to create a back closure. And now you're ready to try the dress on a doll. For more free printable PDF sewing patterns, including a pattern I have for this little bolero jacket, which is coming soon to my website. It's not quite ready yet, but I'm almost there. Well, please remember to visit my website, ChellyWood.com.
What if there was an easy way to take a big doll pattern and resize it to fit a little doll, or vice versa? I'm ChellyWood, the doll clothing designer, and in my pattern alteration class, I'm going to share with you my resizing formula.
Pattern alteration is when you take a pattern that you already own and you make changes to it. Let's say a dress doesn't fit your doll quite right. I'll show you how to create a gusset to extend the dress's bodice. Along the same lines, I'll show you how to use a doll's body measurements to lengthen and shorten shirt sleeves, and to recreate the pants patterns you already own so they will fit dolls of different shapes and sizes. Following my instructions, you'll learn how to reshape dresses and skirts, making them fuller or less full depending on the look you're going for. With this collection of more than 40 videos, you'll use my measurement guide and dozens of tips and tricks to create a full wardrobe for the doll or dolls of your choice.
I invite you to join me. We are going to have so much fun.